Welcome to our video about myths in the form of deeds from various cultures around the world. Here, we will explore how myths and beliefs can influence everyday life and appreciate cultural diversity. Diverse cultures are not just about differences, but also about the beauty and strength that comes from the blending of cultures. My name is Rista and my friends name Tejun and Davinka. Myths and traditional beliefs are often formed from a combination of cultural values, history, and how a society adapts to its natural and social environment. Each culture has certain myths that often serve as a guide to behavior or a way to prevent bad luck. The origin of myths in different countries is often related to the need of humans to understand the world around them, natural phenomena, and events that cannot be explained by the knowledge of the time. Myths often serve as a way for societies to instill moral values, explain the origins of life, and provide context to spiritual and social experiences. And some of the factors that explain the origins of myths in different cultures include: many myths serve to explain natural phenomena that were not understood in ancient times. Attempts to explain how the universe and humans first came into existence help reinforce group identity and national or ethnic pride. Serve to teach values and expected behavior in society. Now we're talking about why do myths appear in some countries and their cultures. First is French. Arises from an ironic and humorous attitude in French culture, diverting attention from the common problem of dog feces in big cities like Paris. This myth could also serve to raise awareness of pet owners' responsibility for environmental cleanliness. In France, stepping on dog feces has two meanings. If stepped on with the left foot, it will bring good luck, but if stepped on with the right foot, it will bring bad luck. Next is Korea. Arises due to traditional experiences, cultural beliefs, and fear of technology. This myth assumes that fan can cause sudden death. Korea, there is a belief that sleeping in a room with a fan on can cause death. This is called fan death. Next, Philippines. They are believed to serve as a reminder to prepare for the changing weather and reflect the cultural values and spiritual beliefs. When the weather is sunny and suddenly rain comes, it's believed that there is a marriage of the spirits. Now is Egypt, belief that these actions could separate or bring instability. This myth was passed down through tradition and folklore as a warning to avoid negative energy. In Egypt, opening a pair of scissors for no apparent reason is believed to bring bad luck. Next, Turkey. Arises from negative associations with meat and health concerns, and serves as a cultural warning to avoid behaviors deemed inappropriate. In Turkey, chewing gum will turn into the flesh of the dead at night. Last is Japan. Belief that the thunder god Raijin could steal someone's belly. This myth serves as a protection for children and is part of traditional teaching to be careful during bad weather. In Japan, hiding the belly during lightning is for children, as it's believed that lightning can eat a child's belly button during a thunderstorm. Russia. Carry an empty bottle.
In Russia, there is a well-known myth associated with empty bottles. This myth states that leaving an empty bottle on the table can bring bad luck, specifically poverty. Therefore, many Russians are careful not to leave empty bottles on the table after eating or drinking. The origin of this myth is believed to come from Cossack customs in the 19th century. In those days, the number of drinks consumed in a restaurant was calculated based on the number of bottles left on the table. To avoid extra charges, people started hiding empty bottles under the table or throwing them away immediately after use. This habit later developed into a superstition that is still believed today.
Germany. Wishing happy birthday.
In Germany, there is a well-known myth about birthday celebrations. This myth states that wishing a happy birthday earlier than the actual birthday is considered to bring bad luck. This tradition is highly respected by many Germans, and they are usually very careful not to break this rule. This myth stems from the old belief that celebrating or wishing a birthday early can attract evil spirits or bad luck. In German culture, birthdays are considered a very important and sacred occasion, so everything related to the celebration must be done correctly and at the right time.
Brazil. Sweeping one's feet.
In Brazil, there is a well-known myth associated with sweeping one's feet. This myth states that if a person's foot is hit by a broom, that person will remain single for life. This myth is still believed by many people in Brazil, and they are usually very careful when sweeping to avoid hitting other people's feet. The origin of this myth is not entirely clear, but like many myths, it most likely comes from old beliefs and traditions passed down from generation to generation. This myth probably aims to teach children to be more careful and respectful of household chores.
China. Sleeping facing a door.
In China, there is a well-known myth about sleeping facing a door. According to Feng Shui principles, sleeping facing the door is thought to bring bad luck and negative energy. This position is often referred to as the coffin position because it resembles the way dead people are carried out of the house through the door. The origin of this myth comes from the teachings of Feng Shui, an ancient Chinese art that aims to create a harmonious and balanced environment. Feng Shui teaches that life energy, or qi, enters a room through doors and windows. Sleeping facing a door puts one directly in the path of this energy, which can disrupt sleep and bring bad luck.
The myth of not cutting your nails on Tuesday in India. In some parts of India, there are beliefs that cuts nails on Tuesday can bring bad luck. A number of also believe that cutting nails at night or day, certain things can lead to fate bad. In India, there is a myth against cutting nails on Tuesdays, which is based on traditional beliefs and Hindu astrology. This prohibition is related to the belief that cutting nails on misfortune or loss of fortune. In some beliefs, Tuesday is considered a day associated with Lord Hanuman, the god of strength and courage in Hindu mythology. Tuesday can bring bad luck. In Thailand, there is a myth which states that giving a knife or scissors directly to another person can bring bad luck or break good relationships. This is believed to be because sharp objects are considered to have negative energy that can relationships. Therefore, in traditional practice, if someone wants to give a knife or scissors, they usually place it on a table or other surface, rather than handing it directly into another person's hands. Alternatively, the recipient can give coins as a symbol of payment, which is believed to neutralize negative energy and prevent bad effects. This myth is similar to beliefs in some other cultures, where sharp objects are often thought to have strong, symbolic meaning related to conflict, separation, or negative energy. Crossing fork and knife myth in England. In England, crossing a fork and knife on the table is thought to bring quarrels or conflict. This may stem from the symbolism of the cross and the spiritual power that is thought to trigger negative energy. Some beliefs believe that crossing sharp objects can trigger negative energy or conflict. This may stem from the belief that or destroy harmony. Sharp objects have the power to cut. When everyday objects like cutlery are arranged in the shape of a cross, some people believe that accidentally crossing utensils could bring negative energy or trigger tension among those at the table, especially if there are unresolved issues. Although this myth is no longer widely followed, proper dining etiquette in England and other European countries still includes avoiding placing cutlery in a cross position on a plate as a sign of respect and good manners. In Bulgaria, there is a myth that knocking on a door 3 times carries symbolic meaning, especially in the context of warding off evil spirits or providing protection. Bulgarians believe that knocking 3 times can repel negative energy or evil spirits. that may try to enter a home. This myth originates from ancient beliefs related to the number 3, which is considered sacred and often appears in various religious or cultural rituals around the world. The number 3 also holds spiritual significance in Bulgarian culture, often linked to divine protection, as seen in the Bulgarian Orthodox tradition, which uses the symbol of the Trinity Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Although this myth may not be strictly followed by younger generations, in traditional Bulgarian culture, knocking on the door 3 times is often regarded as a way to reject malevolent presences before entering a safe space. Myth of sweeping at night in Indonesia. This belief may originate from an old tradition, cleanliness and tidiness during the day, related to maintaining, as well as maintaining a calm atmosphere at night. In the context of ancient times, when lighting was still minimal, sweeping at night was considered inefficient because it could cause small, important items such as jewelry or money to be swept away without being noticed. In ancient times, when night fell, lighting in homes was very minimal, usually relying on oil lamps or candles. Under such conditions, sweeping at night was considered ineffective because the dim light could cause small, important items such as jewelry, money, or other valuables to be swept away without being noticed. In agrarian times, people prioritized working and cleaning the house during the day when it was bright. Nighttime was typically used for rest and maintaining peace after a day of activities. This myth indirectly arose as a way to maintain order in daily life, where people were encouraged to complete household chores during the day, while nighttime was considered a time for relaxation. Over time, this practical habit evolved into a belief passed down through generations, with the addition of a spiritual element, linking sweeping at night with misfortune or the loss of wealth.
Conclusion.
In conclusion, myths that take the form of deeds from various cultures around the world play an important role in shaping people's daily habits. The local beliefs embedded in these myths not only serve to maintain cleanliness, safety, and good luck, but also show how important it is to appreciate cultural differences. By understanding and appreciating the variety of beliefs in different countries, we can create a more harmonious world full of appreciation for diversity.
So, let's appreciate diversity. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to always appreciate cultural differences.